What's going on, Living Corporate? It's Tristan from Layfield Resume Consulting, and I'm back again in collaboration with Living Corporate to bring you another career tip. This week, let's discuss 3 things you want to consider before relocating. It's a new year, and one of the common patterns showing up when working with my clients is that many of them want to relocate. While reinventing yourself and your career in a new city can be fun, it can also be really stressful. So here are 3 things you should consider if you want to relocate. First, have you visited the city in person? Often when we haven't visited a city, we build a narrative around it based on what we've seen on TV, heard from friends, and even what we find on the internet. But visiting the city in person can open your eyes to many things you may not have considered before. Maybe the city is much colder in the winter than you expected, or the city doesn't have the art scene that you're so invested in back home. You want to visit to make sure the place you're considering can feel like and eventually become home. The second thing is cost of living. Before you decide on the location you want to move to, you should do some research on the cost of living. This can catch many people off guard. Typically, moving from somewhere in the Midwest to somewhere on the East or West Coast means that the cost for things like rent, groceries, gas, and more will be drastically different. Once you've determined the difference, factor that into your salary negotiations, or if you're staying with the same company, ask for a cost of living adjustment. The third thing to consider is the potential for future opportunities. When thinking about relocating, you want to consider the opportunity for career advancement down the line. While you may be going there to work for a certain company, research other companies in the area too. Start asking questions like, are the companies in the area comparable to the one that I'm planning on working at? Do they have opportunities in my field? How can I make connections there? These questions will give you a good idea of opportunities you may have when you're ready to level up in the future. Now, I know I said I'm only giving 3 things to consider when relocating, but I'm going to provide you with a bonus. We don't want your bank account suffering while trying to make a move to work for a company. So try to negotiate relocation fees in your new offer. Because who likes to pay for things out of their own pocket? I know I don't. This tip was brought to you by Tristan of Layfield Resume Consulting. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Layfield Resume, or connect with me, Tristan Layfield, on LinkedIn.